Do you want to know my social media strategy? A cute puppy named Zoe. And immediately you're insta-famous, right? I mean, this is all you got to do? Okay. In all seriousness, in this video, we're going to be diving into absolutely everything that I do on every platform across the board. This is going to be a doozy, so make sure you grab your pen and paper, and we're going to dive into absolutely everything that I'm doing that allows me to sell an extra few homes every single month over the last 5 years. The reason for making this video is because I've seen a number of gurus out there showing you all of these different techniques and tricks that truthfully are just really a waste of time. When I want to really get down to the nitty-gritty of the things that matter and the things that have actually made me money and helped me build my personal brand. When it comes to making a ton of money on Instagram, again, all you need is a cute dog named Zoe and all of your dreams will come true. Okay, well, maybe for my fiance. But what you really need to understand is when it comes to Instagram, your biggest moneymaker is going to be Reels. Reels have the unbelievable algorithm behind them where through the right tags and with the right content, Reels can absolutely blow up your channel. So spend a lot of time, energy, and effort. And look, it can be as simple. Hold on one second. It can be as simple as using one of these ring lights, which you can buy for $20 on Amazon. $20, that's right, 20 bucks. You can buy a ring light and you can do any type of video you like with beautiful lighting, and all you have to do is put your cell phone right in the front, click record, and you're done. That's truly it. So don't overcomplicate how simple some of these things can be. Give you a quick side note, on one of my coaching students, I challenge him, and he's always been wanting to do more content online, but he hasn't been doing it. He was a little fearful of what people would say. I challenged him to do this. This was the challenge. I need you to put up one video, one reel in the next 3 days. It was probably, I think it was on like a Tuesday or Wednesday. You need to do it by the end of the week. He did it, and his first reel had over 5,000 views in like 48 hours. Unbelievable. And a lot of people were reaching out like, hey man, they all reached out saying it was a great video and all these other things. Just take a second and realize the complicated thoughts that you have in your head is all in your head. So record some educational videos. And his was seriously just as simple as you can buy a home with 3.5% down, 5% down, or 20% down options when it comes to FHA or conventional mortgages or VA mortgages. Didn't have to make it too complicated. Let's dive into exactly how we find this content. We're going to talk about Facebook next. With Facebook, again, you have multiple different aspects of it. I'm going to talk about a few things you probably haven't heard before. Number one is, again, repurpose the content on all of your platforms. If you've recorded a video, just like on your ring light that you just bought on Amazon, and you just recorded your reel, now what I want you to do is just post that video on Facebook. You have a new audience, a new fan base on here. Post it. Just do it. And I know everyone's going to say, well, you have a different algorithm. And listen, they're basically all cousins, and they all just don't get along that well because they're all slightly different. So I want you to just post the video. A lot of you just kind of overcomplicate it and don't post the video, post the video. Okay? So on your platform, again, you're going to be doing somewhere between 4 and 5 videos every single week with a couple pictures. Again, don't be afraid to get personal. You're going to put up quite a number of stories throughout your day. Anywhere between 6 and 10 is ideal. Most important things that I want to talk about. Number one is your groups. Make a Facebook group and invite a ton of people you want to be connected with. If you want to become the agent that works with doctors, you want to build a Facebook group and invite a bunch of doctors. If you want to be the guy, again, for me, I want to attract another bunch of realtors because I'm looking to build a massive real estate team. And I have other courses and other platforms and coaching platforms that I also have out so that I recruit a bunch of realtors in my Facebook groups. But and guess what I do with my Facebook group? I educate them for free. And if they ever want to take advantage of the next thing, they can. But I've also built up Facebook groups with other groups of people, with investors, people who want to buy property. That's one of my strong suits. I own a lot of property. I teach people how to buy property. So I have an investor group. So Facebook groups are very, very, very underutilized, and they can grow very quickly. Last thing is it's very simply, and the same thing with Facebook groups, but posting in other Facebook groups things to pull them to your platform, things to pull them to finding you. So what I do is I take great videos and I post them in other people's groups. And guess what? I'll get kicked out of some, and then others love me and love the content I'm putting out. So I don't really care either way. I'll put out my videos, those educational videos that I post that you're probably following. I'll put them in a bunch of other Facebook groups, and they're going to click on my stuff, and then they're going to come find me. It's all about brand. The next platform is YouTube. So there's a lot to go over with this one, and I don't feel like a lot of people talk about it correctly. So when it comes to YouTube, first and foremost, most importantly, is to understand YouTube is a search engine more than anything else. Just like Google, Safari, whatever you want to call it, just for iPhone users, it is just a search engine. So when people are going on YouTube, they're going to be typing in specific keywords. So if you want some help being super niche, which is what we're going to talk about in a second, you need to look up something called TubeBuddy. Go on, check it out. I don't have any sort of affiliate link, so just go get it. Point is that you can go find out different keywords, ways to be super niche in whatever industry you want to be focused on. So let me elaborate a little bit. You got to understand, it's not like Instagram or Facebook or anything like that. When you're starting out super small or starting brand new and you don't have any subscribers or a very little amount, you need to be super, super niche. So you can't just say how to sell a lot of real estate. Like, you're going to get swallowed up by the amount of people who are posting content. You're a very small fish in a very large pond. So what I'd like to do is be super niche with if you look up my YouTube, which you're probably on right now watching this video. But if you go to my YouTube channel, you see every single video has a very specific titling because we like to be very niche, very specific with our keywords so that it has a very, very high ranking with specific keywords. So that's number one, be specific with the keywords, be specific, be super niche. For your probably first, call it 90 days to 6 months, you want to be ultra niche. And honestly, I would even do it till you hit your first 1,000 subscribers. Next part is Shorts. Shorts is like, not exactly, but like Instagram Reels. So if you post an Instagram Reel, you can take that content, repurpose it, just save it to a certain amount of time. You don't have to do such fancy editing. You throw it up as a YouTube Short. YouTube Shorts, again, just allows you to attract different audiences. The algorithm is a little messed up right now, so you're really going to be able to grab hold of a new audience pretty easily that way. Next part with YouTube is, again, engagement. I don't hear people talking about this at all. When someone engages with you on any platform, especially YouTube, when they have the time, energy, and effort, right? If a person is going to take the time out of their day and comment on your video saying, awesome video, keep it up, or anything, honestly, for that matter. If they write a question, even better. They're saying, hi, knocking on the door, hello, I'd like to connect with you. Please reach out. Some of the best ever people that I've gotten have been me reaching out to my audience after they've commented on a video. I've got them as coaching clients, I've got them as real estate clients. I mean, it's unbelievable how just reaching out to these people can change your business. So make sure you reach out. Last thing is this when it comes to YouTube. YouTube really, really loves when people post a lot of content on their channel. The more consistent that you are, and I know people say the word consistency. Yes, Henry, I need to be consistent. I don't know what that was at all, but yes, I need to be consistent. Just realize that is just about you putting up 2 to 3 videos every week. And I know it sounds crazy, right? And I do 2 videos every week. So take a second and understand it is a commitment. It is a commitment. But when you are super consistent, 2 to 3 videos every week, and listen, some of the most successful YouTubers out there are like a video a day right now. A video a day. They have teams of editors. For me, I don't have teams of editors, right? So I'm not putting out that kind of content. And you might not have teams of editors either. So what you can do, though, is really commit to putting up 1 video. By the way, you can take this freaking light, this thing. Yeah, yes, this thing right here, $20. Stop thinking, oh, I don't have the lights and the cameras and the action. You can just record a video on your phone and you make it not that complicated, right? So last thing I'm going to say about YouTube is this. YouTube, it does take time more than anything else. However, it will have the biggest payoff. And you need to take the audience, because it is a search engine, you need to take that audience that you're going to get. You need to grab their information, so that's why you want to lead them to somewhere. Like in a video right now, you can go to henryeisenstein.com and check out my listing mastery, save 20 for 20% off. What you could do is you can send them places such as a website, or you can send them to a landing page to get their email, their information, their contact information, and then you can send them emails, you can send them text messages, you can give them a call, and that becomes a lead flow. I mean, it doesn't have to be complicated, but understand if you just have them on YouTube, you got to send them somewhere to make sure you can turn them into a lead or into a client. All right, the next one is MySpace. All right, I'm completely kidding. It's TikTok. We're going to get into TikTok. I mean, who's even on MySpace right now? Guess what? I'm going to dominate MySpace right now as the only realtor. I don't even know what's around. But for TikTok, all funniness aside, for TikTok, take the videos that you are posting on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram. They're a little bit longer, and then trim them down to your best 15, 30 seconds, 60 seconds, and post them on TikTok. And the cool thing about TikTok that I really like is that it's really, really simple to ride trends. It's really simple to ride trends. Same thing with Instagram Reels, by the way. You can see what a lot of other people in your space are doing by just literally following hashtags. And if you see a good trend that's going on and you see somebody who only has maybe 10,000 followers and all of a sudden their videos are getting 40,000, 80,000, 100,000 views or something like that, crazy good engagement based on their following count, guess what? You just do the same thing that they did. I mean, don't overcomplicate it. Damn it! Don't do that. But so just take a second. When on TikTok, I like to just copy and model other people who are successful. So what I do, if there's a amazing trend going on of people doing a dance or people doing a little, with a sound in the background or whatever the case may be, guess what? If you just model it, doing it your own way, you're probably going to see some success. It's pretty cool. So again, you take a lot of the other content you're doing on all the other platforms, trim it down, and follow trends. I guarantee you will see success. Let's go into LinkedIn. LinkedIn's a little bit different. LinkedIn is really powerful for connecting with people. So I would do this, and again, I don't think anybody else is really talking about this. When you're, listen, you can treat it basically like Facebook. Let me be blunt for a second. You can post a lot of content, video, pictures. You want to be personal, but a lot of people on LinkedIn are really going on there because they want professional advice. So you'll want to keep it pretty educational. Facebook can be a little bit more personal than LinkedIn is. But what I've seen is most powerful through LinkedIn is connecting with people that you really want to connect with. Let me explain. So all you do is you search by any type of industry criteria. Again, if you want to be the guy who sells, or the girl who sells properties to doctors, you want to connect with a bunch of doctors or connect with a bunch of attorneys if you want to target them, or if you want to target a bunch of investors, you can target investors. It's really simple to target people based on career types on LinkedIn. And guess what? That's the best part about LinkedIn. I honestly think it's amazing that because when you connect with all these people, when they connect with you, you get to choose your following. No other platforms allow you to do that. You literally get to choose your following. I mean, it's amazing. So just take a second, go through and figure out what kind of niche you want to focus in on, what kind of clientele you really want to have. And listen, if you want to do luxury properties, you need to figure out who's probably going to buy your luxury properties: attorneys, doctors, accountants. I mean, all higher paying jobs, people in pharmaceuticals. Whatever the case is, you need to target those people, connect with them, and this way you can build your following even better. And the cool part is, again, if you create educational content around those types of things, where you can interview an individual who is like those people. Hypothetically, if you want to target doctors, you take a doctor, a friend of yours who might be, and you say, hey, I'd like to interview you, and just quick question, like, what questions do you have about real estate, and or what are some things that you are hearing in your industry? How is your industry changing? Where now you're being seen as people who talk to this type of person. It's kind of cool. You can kind of dive into that person's network pretty easily. If you're still watching this video, I hope you got some great information out of it. I want to be the one who's really telling you the truth. I have no courses to sell you that have anything to do with social media right now, and I'm not trying to pitch you, oh, Facebook ads this, and you're going to do all the... No. Social media is about building a personal brand. There's not going to be a direct ROI. So understand, it's not this type of, I'm going to spend money and I'm going to get all this crazy money out. It's about building your brand, connecting with your audience. Take a second and understand, if you connect with people, take real estate out of it, take money out of it, and just connect with your audience heart to heart, you're going to do well. I promise. And it can be as simple as $19.97 if you just buy this, easy, simple thing on Amazon. No. Just be consistent. Post some content. Take some time. Be patient. Love on your audience. And that's really all you got to do. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.